Hello everyone, this is Gokul Global University from Commerce and Management Department, and the subject name is Legal Aspects of Indian Business, Factory Act 1948. Today's topic is Factory Act 1948. We just start introduction. The first Factory Act in the British India was passed in 1881. It was followed by the Acts 1891, 1911, 1922, 1934, and last amendment is 1948. The Factory Act was passed with the view to removing the defects and the weakness of the Factory Act 1934, which hammered effective administration of the Act. In the Great Britain, the second half of 18th century, there was a rapid growth of industrial towns and factories. It was started without planning. They employed the women as well as their children in the factory who needed to work for more than 12 hours a day. Some of the employees took initiative to implement the labor legislation. Factories Act came into the existence in 1819. So, after some modification, the final amendment of Factory Act took place in 1948. In India, the first Factory Act was passed in 1881. This act was basically designed to protect the children and provide few measures for health, safety and their workers. This law was applicable to only those factories which employed 100 or more 100. In 1891, another Factory Act was passed which extended to the factory employs 50 or more workers. The Factory Act 1948 includes means of safety, health, welfare, working hours of adult, annual leave with wages. Now, there are so many provisions related to the health, safety, working hours of adult and the working hours, annual leave with wages, etc. So now coming to the basic definitions of the Factory Act. The Basic Factory Act definition of the basic factories is where the more than 20 or more workers in the factory, it means or any premises or any place where the more 20 and more than workers working together. It means we just say that in the simple words we can say that where the 10 or more workers are working or were working on any day of the preceding 12 months and in any part of which a manufacturing process is being carried on with the aid of power. In the simple words, we can say that in any premises, we can just start as a manufacturing process a manufacturing process, or we just start as a aid of power or ordinarily so carried on. There are some definitions. Other definitions are as follow: where the manufacturing process is carried on. We just can say that the manufacturing process means where the work in progress is started, means making, altering, repairing, ornament, finishing, packing, oiling, washing, cleaning, breakup, demolishing, or otherwise treating or adapting any articles or substance with a view to its use, sale, transport, delivering, or disposal. The process held to be manufacturing process. What is not a manufacturing process? We can say that the raw material packaging of delivery it to the factory, selling of petrol or diesel by the dealer or repairing of motor vehicles is not included in the manufacturing process. Some other definitions are day, week, calendar year, power, prime mover, etc. You know the meaning of day. The day means Day means a period of 24 hours beginning at midnight. Week means a period of 7 days beginning at midnight on Saturday night or such other nights as may be approved in the writing for a particular area by Chief Inspector of Factories according to Section 2F. Now, calendar year. Calendar year means the period of 12 months beginning with the first day of January in any year according to Section 2, subsection BB. Power. Power means electrical energy or any other form of energy which is mechanically transmitted and is not generated by human or animal agency. It means it is generated by electricity or electrical or mechanical way. The prime mover. Prime mover means any engine, motor or other appliances which generated or otherwise provide power according to Section 2H. The main objective of this Factory Act 1948 is to provide safety and health issues related to the factories in the workers. Main provisions regarding the employment of women and young persons means included children and adolescent. The adolescent means a person who has completed his 15 year of age but not completed his 18 years according to Section 2 subsection B. This act is applicable from Jammu and Kashmir. It covers all the manufacturing process establishing fall within the definitions of Factory Act. There are some provisions regarding health. So we just included in the health, there are some sections. It means Section 11 to 20 of the Factory Act 1948 contains the provisions regarding health of the worker in the factory. The main provisions are as follow. First is cleanliness. It means that according to Section 11, the provision for ensuring the cleanliness in the factory, it requires that every factory shall be kept clean, free from the influence arising from any drain, privy and other nuisances like remove daily by sweeping, dirt remove and at least once in a week washing using disinfect where necessary or by some other effective method. Effective methods of drainage is maintain for removing water extent possible which may be collect on the floor in the course of any manufacturing process. At least once every period of 5 years, it means revising at least once in every period of 5 years. And 3 years repainted, water painted and 1 coat of such painted should be done. It means every 4 years, 14 months. Once in every period of 14 months, we should keep clean by the color washed, keeping roof cleans and all the walls should be clean. Second point, disposal of wastage and influence. Every occupier of the factory shall make effectively arrangement for the treatment of wastage and influence due to the manufacturing process carried on in the factory, so the render them innocent and for their disposal according to Section 12. Third point is temperature and ventilation. In the every rooms, the proper fresh air should be compulsory. The workers' reasonable condition of comfort and prevent injury to the health. Dust and fumes. Provided measures, the following measures should be taken in the respect. Effective measures shall be taken to prevent its inhalation and accumulation in any workroom. Whenever necessary, exhaust applicants shall be applied as near as possible the point of origin of dust, fumes and other impurity. Such point shall be enclosed so far as possible. Artificial humidification. Fifth point. According to Section 15, the power of state to make rule of artificial humidification. Prescribing standard of humidification. Second is regulating the method used for artificially increasing the humidity of the air. Third one is carried out and recorded. Fourth one is prescribed method to be adopted for securing adequate ventilation and cooling of the air. Water should be used for the purified. Power of inspector has right to check in the time to timely the workers are doing proper work and they just provide a proper facilities to their worker. Sixth point is overcrowding. Section 16. No rooms to be overcrowded. It means no workers work than more than 5 to 10 workers in a small room. It means there shall be in every workroom in a factory in existence on the date of the commencement of this factory built after the commencement of this act of space. Every worker employed for the purposes of the number of accounts shall be taken. Any space is more than 4.2 meter above the level of floor of the room. It means 14.2 meter and 14.2 cubic meter for factory built and 4.2 above the level of floor of the room. Posting of notice in the chief inspector by order writing so requires there shall be posted each workroom of the factory. Notice specified the maximum number of workers who may be employed in the room according to section 16C. 3. Next is lighting. We should provide proper lighting to the workers so there is not effect by eyes or any other things. Glazed windows and the skylights to be kept clean. Measure of prevention of glare and formation of shadows. Next point is drinking water. Drinking water should provide neat and clean. Effective arrangement of drinking water in the every factory should be provided and supply for whole workers. Marking of drinking points. Location of drinking point means it's no point of drinking water shall be situated within a 6 meter of any washing place, urinal, latrines, spittons, or open drain carrying sewage, effluents or any other sources of contamination unless a shorter distance is approved in the writing by chief inspector. According to section 18, provision of cooling water if where the workers more than 250 workers, so the as an inspector providing cooling and drinking water facility and during the hot weather for their distribution. Next is latrines and urinals. In every factory, the more than workers are working, so they just provide washrooms facilities to their workers, and the females and the males room washrooms are separate. Arrangement where the 250 workers are employed, so just provide urinals facilities and latrine facilities to as a prescribed sanitaries form. And in 7 days, at least once in an hour, we just clean this latrines and urinals as it's duty of a inspector of factory. Spittons. In every factory shall be provided sufficient number of spittons in the convenient place. Clean and hygiene condition should be maintained. No person will spit within the premises of a factory. If the premises, if they inside the premises, if they spit, the penalty and for its violation shall be prominently displayed, and fine not exceeding 5 rupees. Now coming to the provisions regarding safety of worker. First point is fencing of machinery. Unless they are in a safe position, so we just provide the covered by the machines to their employees It means safety of worker is the legal obligation in every factory occupier. Therefore, the Factory Act contained provisions relating to the workers. Some points are discussed below. In this safety, the fencing of machinery, it means the cover of the machinery is essential. Work on near machinery in motion. Examination of machinery in motion by the trained male workers. Sometimes it became necessary to examine the part of machinery while machinery is in motion. In such a case, examination shall be made only by specially trained adult male worker wearing tight-fitting clothes supplied by the occupier. Before the examination, his name shall be recorded in the prescribed register and shall be furnished in the certificate of appointment. While he is so engaged, following precautions shall be taken, such as worker shall not handle a belt at moving pulley unless second, the belt is not more than 15 centimeter in width. The pulley is normally for the purpose of drive and not merely a fly wheel or balance wheel, in which case a belt is not permissible. Third point is employment of young person on dangerous machine. It means no woman or young person shall be allowed to be clean, lubricate, or adjust any part of any machine. It would be expose the woman or young person to be risk of injury from any moving part either of that machine or any adjustment machinery according to section 22. The third point is employment of young person and the dangerous machine. Employment with full instruction and the training means the employees given a proper safety provides and the proper tools should be provided as a safety. Machine be specified by the government. It means it's checked by the government. Fourth point is striking gear and devices of cutting of power. This is a section 24. Striking gear to be provided, maintained and used in the every factory should suitable for striking gears and other. If in case of accidents, they just start automatically work and transmissions the machinery by fast, loose and pulley. Suitable devices for cutting of powers in the emergencies from running machinery shall be provided and maintained in every workroom. Next point is self-acting machine. Self-acting machines 20 restriction on running of transversing part of self-acting machine. No transversing part of self-acting machine in any factory and no material carried therefore on shall be allowed to run on its outward or inward transward within a distance of 45 centimeters from any fixed structure which is not a part of machinery. Next is 6 point casing of new machinery. According to section 26, in the casing to prevent danger, in every set screw, bolt or any key, revolving shaft, spindle, wheel or shall be so sunk, encased or otherwise effectively guarded as to prevent danger. If penalty should be applicable, any person or his agent who sell or lets on hire any machinery driven by power which does not comply by above condition of safety shall be punishable with imprisonment for a terms which may be extended 3 months or with fine which may extended to rupees 500 or with both according to section 26(2). Seventh point, prohibition of employment of women and children near cotton opener. No women or children shall be employed in any part of a factory for pressing cottons in which a cotton opener is at work. However, if the feed ended of the cotton opener is in the room separated from the delivery and end by the partition ending to the roof or such height as the inspector may in any particular cases specified in writing, women and children may be employed on the side of partition where the feed end is situated. This is section 27. Next point is 8th, host, lifts, lifting machines and other. The good qualities and proper maintenance of this host lifts. Protection of hoistways and the liftways. Marking of loads. Gate and its safety should be provided. Additional safety measures should be followed like a cage, ropes, chains, etc. Next point is revolving machinery. Revolving machineries in the 8th point, lifting machines and others, we just include a good qualities and the proper maintain and examined this irons as well as chain, ropes, lifting tackles. The good construction sound material should be used, adequate strength and free from defects, properly maintained by time to timely check once in every month and 12 months in 12 times. This such intervals, the inspector check properly. If there is no damages, they just give the sign of go along. Marking of load. Approach of crane and the power of garment should be used. Revolving machineries. Notice of safe working spread of grindstone and abrasive wheels. Measure for not to extend the speed. Next point is pressure plant. The pressure plant should be checked as according to the atmospheric pressure. If in case it's exceed, they just inform to the inspector, and if it's not exceed, then the such plants work properly. So it's factory plant, any machinery or any plant or any part is operated at the pressure above atmospheric pressure, effective measure. Floors, stairs and means of access. Quality and maintain of this floor, stairs and means of access. Means the passage, the steps, stairs in the every factory shall be sound construction and properly maintained. Safe measures, means of access means reasonably, practicably be provided and maintain safe means of access to every place at which any person is at any time required to work. Safety of person working at height. Next point is 12 point, pit sumps, opening in floor and other pit sumps etc. to be covered or fenced. In every factory, every fixed vessel, sumps, tanks, pits, opening in the ground or in the floor, which is may be danger for the workers. Next is section 13, excessive weight. Point 13, excessive weight. Section 34, not to carry or lift excessive weight. Power of garment means if the women are using the maximum weights in the lift and carried or moved by the adult man and adult woman, adolescent or children employed in the factory or in carrying or any specified process, so the government takes strict actions against that factory. Next point is protection of eyes, precaution against dangerous fumes and other. It means risky of injury to their eyes from the particles and fragments thrown off in the course of process. Risk to the eyes by the region of exposure to the excessive light according to section 35. The precaution against the dangerous fumes, restriction on the entry into the chamber, tank, etc. where any gas is likely to be present. No person shall be required or allowed to enter any chamber, tank, wet, pit, pipe, fume or other confined space in any factory in which any gases, fume, vapor or dust is likely to be present. To such extent as to involve risk to person being overcome thereby unless it is provided with a manhole of adequate size or other effective means of restrictions. Entry only after measures have been taken to remove the gas, etc. The precautions against regarding use of portable lights should be used in the every mining companies. No electric lights exceeding 24 volt can be used. Only lights with flame proof construction in the certain cases. Precaution against the explosive, inflammable dust, gas, etc. Section 37. Measure to prevent explosion or ignition of gas, etc. Removal and prevention of accumulation of such dust, gas, fume or water vapor. Exclusion of effective enclosures of all possible sources of ignition. Next point is precaution in case of fire. Means the amendment of section 38 contained in this provision provide provisions regarding precaution in case of fire. Measure to prevent outbreaks of fire, so the providing the fire's rules facility safe means of escape for all the person in the event of a fire, necessary equipment and the facility for extinguishing fire. Next point is specification of defective parts or test of stability. Means requiring specification of defective parts or test of stability to furnish such drawing specification and other particular necessary to determine such buildings, ways, machinery or plants can be used with safety. Next point is 19. Safety of building and machine. Inspector may order specific measure and providing provisions regarding the safety of buildings and machinery. Maintain of building. Section 40, we just include safety of building and machineries. And maintain building in the proper sense. Safety officers provide safety measures. Appointment where the factory employs more 1,000 or more than workers or more workers in every factory where the 1,000 or more workers are ordinarily employed, or where in the opinion of the state government any manufacturing process or operation is carried on which process or operation involve any risk or bodily injured, poisoning or disease or any hazardous to the health to the person employed in the factory. So this is called as in duties of safety officer. They provide safety to their workers. Duties and qualification according to the prescribed of government rules regulation. If those factories are not fulfilling this such type of requirements, they just apply the penalties and punishments to that factories. So the every factory should provide this type of safety to their workers. Provisions regarding the welfare of workers. First is washing facility according to section 41. According to section 42 contains the following provisions like adequate and suitable facilities in the washing facilities, separate facilities for male and female, conveniently accessible. Such facility shall be conveniently accessible and shall be kept. The power of government may be in the respect any factories or class description of factory or any manufacturing process prescribed standard of adequate and suitable facilities for washing. Second is facility for storing and drying clothes. Facility for storing and drying clothes means they factory in the factories or any factory make rules require the provisions there on suitable places for keeping clothes not worn during working hours and for the drying of wet clothes. Section 43. Next point is facility for sitting. Provisions. There are some provisions regarding sitting facilities, like in every factory suitable sitting arrangements shall be provided and maintained for all the worker obliged to work in a standing position, and they just take advantage of any opportunities of rest which may occur in the course of their work. Sitting arrangement by the order of chief inspector. They just provide order in a writing or requirement occupier of the factory to provide before a specified date such as sitting arrangement as may be practicably. Next is fourth, first aid facility. First aid facilities, section 45. Provision and maintain. There shall be in every factory provided and maintain the working accessible during all working hours first aid boxes or cupboards. Equipment with the prescribed content, the number of such boxes and cupboards to be provided and maintained shall not be less than one of every 150 workers ordinarily employed at any one time in the factory. In the charge of qualified person, each first aid box and cupboard shall be kept in the charge of separate responsible person who holds a certificate in the first aid treatment. Ambulance room in every factory where in more than 500 workers are ordinarily employed, there shall be provided maintain an ambulance room for the prescribed size. Section 46 point is canteens. Rule of the provision maintenance of canteen. The state government make a rule for requiring that in any specified factory where in the more than 250 workers are ordinarily employed, the providing food facility or canteen facility, they just charge some nominal charge to their workers, and the workers provide as a hygiene food, and they just fulfill his willingness of hungriness. Next is canteen, shelter, restrooms and lunchrooms. Section 47. The provision to maintain the provisions regarding the shelter, restrooms and the lunchrooms are as follows. The provisions and the maintenance of the shelter more than 150 workers, so as a duty of inspector provide the facilities and they just use this facility. Crèche facility. If crèche facility, section 48. In the Factory Act, the main provision is that there are the workers, more than 30 workers work in the factory. So as per rules, they just provide a crèche facilities, and there is a suitable room for use of children under the age of 6 years of such women. And the women will use this room is a very efficiently. Next point is welfare officer. Welfare officer means in every factory where in 500 workers or more workers are ordinarily passed, the occupier shall employed in the factory such the number of welfare officer may be appointed by the state government, may be prescribed as a duties, qualification and condition of services in a such officer according to section 49, and the government makes some rules of this provisions to provide these facilities to their worker, and the worker, if the workers are healthy and provide safeties and work welfare facilities, so they can doing good efforts to that factory and achieve more profits in the factory. Now coming to the Next slide. Hazardous process. Hazardous process is the provisions regarding hazardous process were instructed in the act under a new chapter by the Factory Act. It's an amendment by 1987. This act is instructed two new schedules. First one is listing the industries involving hazardous process, and the hazardous process means it's a dangerous process where the workers are working, and we just provide these facilities for the workers to remove this hazardous process. In the hazardous process, we can say that the first schedule, where the unless special take care is taken, like raw material used therein, an intermediate or finished product, byproducts, waste or influence thereof, causing a material impairment to the health of the person engaged to connect, and the result in the pollution or general environment. So the as a hazardous process, we just aware and provide the facilities to their workers to remove this disasters. Even since the Bhopal gas disaster, the workers, societies, and the government have become the alert about the hazardous process. Everyone feels that the proper arrangement must be made for the safety and securities of worker as well as member of the general public against the hazardous process. Second point is related to perishable level of certain chemical substance in the work environment. There are some provisions regarding hazardous process. First one is constitution of site appraisal committee. This committee has checked all the things in the factory. Compulsory disclosure of information means the safety officer check these all the disclosure of information, especially check each and all point as an inspector. Special responsibility of the occupant in the relation to the hazardous process, maintain accurate and up to the date health medical records of the workers should be maintained, and exposed to any chemical toxin or any other harmful substance manufactured, stored, handled or transported. Appointing qualified, experienced and competent person in the handling such substance to supervise handling and for protecting the workers from the hazard, providing medical examination of every worker at intervals. Appointment of inquiry committee, emergency standards should be maintained, permissible limits of exposure of chemicals and toxins, because in the Bhopal gas plants there is there is a very big disaster. So as they not follow the proper limitation and permissible limits of the exposure of chemicals and toxics and substance also. The workers participation in the factory management means in the every factory they provides competitions and they provide trainings to their worker as a safety management. The right of the worker to warn about the immediate dangers about the machineries. Working hours of adult, this is a new topic, means the provisions regarding working hours of adult. Weekly hours not more than 48 hours, weekly holiday at least one in the week, compensatory holiday if the worker will come on day, then they provide a compensatory holiday. Daily hours not more than 9 hours, interval for rest at least half an hour, spread over, provide the facility. Shift knife, if the workers are doing night shifts, to provide extra wages to them. Provision of overlapping shift means not more than 2 continuous shifts. If they are doing continuous shifts, it's create a big danger and sometimes the workers are slept in the front of machinery, so it's create a accident. Extra wages for overtime, wages at the rate of twice at his ordinary rate of wages for the overtime. It means you just pay extra wages for extra time work. Notice of period of work, if they are working, so provide notice to them कि you are work from that and that hour. Restriction of employment of women and children, work between 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. only. because this is the important provisions of women's, especially for women's and children. So they have no right to work more before 8 before 5 6 p.m. and not more than 8 p.m. Sorry, it's 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. Strictly restriction for women for employment between 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. The employment of women in the night shift is permitted only in the case of fishing and fish currying and fish canning activities. Next provisions is annual leave with wages. Annual leave with wages, they provide the annual leave facilities to the worker. It means 12 months and the 1 month 1 CL should be provided. Wages during the leave, if in case of emergencies or any activities, the wages should not be deducted. The payment in advance in certain cases should be provided. Mode of recovery of unpaid wages, if the workers are taking already advance amount, so they have to right to deduct that wages as a mode of recovery. The power to make rules, the inspector has factory inspector has right to make rules regarding annual leave with wages, but they should give wages if there is some holidays like Holi, Diwali, so they just provide wages to them. There are some offenses. A court can take cognizance of the offences only when the complaint is made within 3 months the date on which the alleged commission of the offences came to the knowledge of the inspector, but where the offences consist of disobeying a written order made by an inspector, complaint may be made within 6 months of the commission of the offence. If the factory inspector not follow this types of rules regulations like provisions regarding the health, safety, welfare of worker, working hours of adults, leave annual leave with wages, and etc., so they are not proper rules and regulations, so the factory inspector has right to give the state government and the has right to give notice and charge the penalties like general penalties for offences and the penalty for contravention of the provisions relating to the hazardous process, the penalty for obstructing inspector, and the penalty for wrongfully disclosing the result of analysis, penalty for relating to casing of new machinery, penalty for offences by workers and the parents, penalty for offence by the medical practitioner, penalty for employing children's child labor. Thank you for listening me. Thank you.